Okay, so I'm not entirely a Warhammer noob. I have known about it for about 20 years at this point. My friends used to play it in high school, and I would read their White Dwarfs and learn about the lore. And that's my introduction, that's my input into Warhammer so far. It's purely lore based. There's been at least a decade's worth of space in between where I haven't delved into it at all until maybe a year or two ago, where, see, I'm a freelance video, motion, and graphic designer, and when I'm doing mindless work, I like to have videos playing on my iPad, just to keep the mind going. And I've gotten recently, in the last year to 2 years, listening into Warhammer lore and catching up on all this stuff. Two main YouTube creators that I get into are Lewitton and Oculus Imperator. I think that's his name. And I love those two guys because Oculus has this. He performs this character while he does it, as he sort of discovers essentially the darkness and the horror and the sheer just corruption of the Empire, and you see him change throughout the videos as he goes along. It's really good. And I like Lewitton because he has this really theoretical way of approaching it. I've also been watching painting videos as well, because I myself have a arts visual design background, so I just appreciate watching craft videos. I watch cosplayers create armor, I watch people paint dioramas, and I watch these miniature painting videos. And from watching the lore and these miniature videos and stuff, naturally, just like how I always freaking do, this is both my curse and my blessing, I come up with stories. And I've got multiple novels that I've written, I've got multiple games I've conceptualized, I've got, and things like new factions, which I just came up with just in my head, for Warhammer 40k. And whenever I come up with something like this, I always start planning it out to the nth degree. I started researching what models, because it's a multi-race, sort of semi-multi-race faction within the Imperium. So I started researching what models I could use, and potentially I looked into using green stuff and kit bashing and 3D printing little extra different heads to put on different models. I started working out all this stuff. And the more I do that, the more, and I doubt I'll ever even have time to ever do this for real, but this is just how I work. I just always have to plan this shit out, because sort of by planning it out, it sort of becomes real. And I've still got multiple books and videos and shit to make, so whatever. I started planning it out, and I started researching on Games Workshop's store about how I would go about this. And I looked up the starter paint set, or whatever, the little one with the Astartes group and the 6 paints and all that type of thing. And I thought, okay, well, maybe I could use that as a test kit to figure out how to paint. But then I realized, well, my faction doesn't include Astartes, so that would just be these 6 extra models I have. I mean, it's not a bad thing because you still get practice, but I'd still rather sort of hone towards the actual faction plan itself. So one of the box sets I saw was the Kill Team Orc Commandos, and one of the sub-factions of my narrative is a faction called the Death Drop Airborne. So I started thinking maybe I'll get the Orc Commandos Kill Team box, and then the larger 40k paint set, which comes with certain amount of colors, whatever. As I was searching through Games Workshop box sets to see what else I could get, I came across this. And this said solo play from 1 to 5 players. That blew my mind, because I've watched a few battle reports of 40k, and I know the basics on how it plays. So to adapt that, I'm not sure how it works. I'm guessing it must be hex-based or something. I mean, it looks hex-based from the glance that I've seen on the board, but I don't really know how it would work. But anyway, the reason why I ended up going for this is because I looked at the miniatures on the back, and there are absolutely some in there which I can adapt to my secondary faction called the Wasters, and they could actually be some of these guys on here. I don't actually know who they are. I'm purposefully not reading the back of the box, but I just saw the look of them, and it's like, yep, okay, right. I can get this, and I can essentially make a reaction video. So what I'm thinking, because I have a history in games development. I worked as a games designer, video games designer for the first half of my sort of career. So I'm very curious as to how games mechanics and things work. And I have no idea they're going to do this. I'm genuinely interested in figuring this out. I have ideas, but I'll save that. What I'm going to do with this video is it's essentially going to be two videos. The first one, I'm going to be unboxing it and reacting to the unboxing. The next video will essentially be after I have put the models together and learn the rules. I'm not sure how that second video is going to go. It'll essentially be after I've learned the rules, I'll give you my first impressions, and I'll play it. But whether you see that or not, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if you want to watch a middle-aged guy play a board game by himself on his floor. It'll most likely be like, maybe I'll record the first turn or something, and then just do like a quick montage of the rest, because I imagine this will go for like at least an hour, probably 2 hours, to be honest. I have no idea. And then I will give you my impressions at the end of it. I imagine every single one of you, so all three of you, will be all over this by now, because I'm pretty sure this is an old game. Like, we're talking like 4 or 5 years old, because I saw there were expansion packs as well, and expansion packs tend to come out the following year or whatever. So I imagine, just like with movie reactions, anyone who watches those tend to be people who have already seen it, and so you guys probably all know everything about this. I have no idea what to expect. So I guess I'll get right into it. I don't know. Well, I'll react to the actual box first. So I'm looking forward to this. This is really cool. In fact, I'll get the plastic off, because I imagine it's probably shining too much here. I'm glad I got this pretty cheap from down in a place in Melbourne. It's called PC Mart, and I think it's normally like 220 Oz dollars, and this one was like 160. And them and another place called M-Wave seem to be really cheap for paints and things. If anyone's in Australia, you might want to look into that. But anyway, I'm happy with the quality as well. The no corners are busted in or anything, so that's awesome. The box, as a graphic designer, I'm looking at the logo and everything. They've done it really well. I'm guessing that is a rogue trader. I hope you can see this, but I'm guessing that is a rogue trader. And you see, okay, what I know so far about in lore-wise is a Blackstone Fortress is essentially an ancient structure, not a ship, I don't think, I don't know, which has come in from deep space, from an unknown origin, and there are multiple of these. I don't know about the others, but I've heard them mentioned a few times. And so I'm guessing, I also know about rogue traders to an extent, and I'm guessing you must be playing a rogue trader. I'm also guessing, because it says 1 to 5 players, I can't imagine they take that 5-player experience, if you're versing each other, down to a 1-player experience. So I'm guessing when you play 5-player, you must be all part of the same team, and you go through the same, maybe you pull cards, and it tells you what enemies are there. I don't know if you roll for movement. I have no idea. So I'm guessing, because generally when you're creating a game, you obviously, it's a matter of scale when it comes to the game mechanics in terms of adapting them to multiple players. So for whatever they're doing with 5-player, they're going to have to be doing it for 1 player. So it must be that when you're playing 5, it's you versus whatever mechanic they've got to hammer out the enemies, because there's no game master. So yeah, I'm really intrigued as to how they do it. And the one player obviously will be the same, but I'm hopefully controlling all 5. That'd be cool. I don't want to. I mean, it'll be fine if I'm playing just one, but hopefully I'm playing all 5, because that'd be awesome. But yeah, so lore-wise, I know rogue traders tend to gather up a team of eccentric individuals, so I'm guessing that's what this is. I don't know who that is or what that is. It's not Tau. It might be Tau because it's a robot, but no, I don't think it's a Tau because he's got sort of like a Vickers machine gun on his arm. I know he looks like that new faction, the dwarves, the Voltan or whatever, but I'm assuming they're newer. They're more recent than this game. So unless he was a maybe a foreshadowing, like he was a preview of the Voltan or something, because I know they've got sort of rounded shoulders and stuff like that. I'm not sure though, but he's got long legs and stuff, so and they're dwarves. So, but then yeah, I don't know. I'll find out. I know I see an Eldari, I think they're called now, a sniper, and Servitor. Is that the Flying Skulls? No, servitors are the clone, like the basically human beings who have been essentially lobotomized and with cybernetics and stuff, and they're sort of like these puppets now. Is that what a servitor is, or is that a servitor? I can't remember. I'll have to look that up. But I've played Warhammer Mechanicus, and there's a skull. You know, he's your tutorial guy. And that's what I'm thinking. It is Servitor, but I'm most likely wrong on a hell of a lot at the moment. So I'll read the back of the box, and you're not going to see it. So I've got my old phone here. I'm looking forward to this. This is going to be cool. All right, so I don't know if you can see this. Okay, the galaxy is riven with strife and horror. In this age of darkness, the desperate and intrepid alike search for long-lost technologies that may be used to turn the tides of war. In Warhammer Quest Blackstone Fortress, you take on the role of a group of disparate explorers delving into the labyrinthine halls of a vast and ancient space station. Only by working together and balancing your strength and skills can you hope to survive. So it has to be a team thing then. Like, it's not just me solo playing, going in with one character, I'm guessing. With each expedition, you will discover powerful archaeotech and learn more of the Blackstone Fortress's closely guarded secrets, including, perhaps, the location of its greatest treasure, that which lies concealed and protected within the hidden vault at its very heart. Okay, so you're heading in to do some shit and uncover some shit. So that's all good. Alright, so now I'm actually allowing myself to look at the box. It's got dice, which I don't recognize at all. They've got little triangle block dice. What is it, D4 and a D6? I don't own dice. I don't know dice, but I'm guessing that... No, D6 is the standard one, isn't it? That'd be like a D8 or something. But a whole heap of cards. So, yeah, it's going to be event-based and hex-based movement. I'm very intrigued. A lot of tokens as well. Okay, so the characters. This box contains 16-page rules booklet, 24-page background booklet. Get this in shot. 16-page combat booklet, 24-page precipice booklet. Like, holy fuck, man! Like, I have no idea how this stuff is being used. 6-page data sheet booklet, 40 board tiles, 234 cards, 70 counters and markers, 28 dice. 28 dice. I'm guessing, yeah, I suppose it's Warhammer, isn't it? So they all sort of hit on this amount, and yeah, okay. Alright, includes 44 miniatures, 9 explorers. 9 explorers? I thought it was 5. 1 Obsidious Malex, whatever that is. 2 Chaos Space Marines, I know them. 2 Rogue Psychers. Okay, Psychers. 14 Trader Guardsmen. Yeah, they're who I'm thinking will fit right into my wasters. Yeah. The 4 Chaos Beastmen, them two. Cultists, them two. Ghouls. Okay, Ghouls, are they the Tau sub sort of creatures, sub mutants? Oh, they're not mutants, I don't think. They're sort of like subordinates to the Tau. I think that's who they are. And 4 spindle drones. Oh, spindle drones must be that tripod thing. Yeah, up the top here. Yeah, okay. Spindle drone. Alright. I mean, they look awesome. And maybe my miniatures will look that good as well when I try it. Yeah. I won't come anywhere near it. Although it does tend to, these types of things, craft, painting, 3D modeling, stories, everything, it all ends up breaking down into certain structures. It's that Musashi quote, once you know the way, you see it in all things. Once you sort of figure out how you learn and how to break things down, you can sort of weasel your way into other art forms pretty smoothly. Oh yeah, okay, so what is this thing? You are reading through the camera, so I'm trying to... UR25 Imperial Robot. I thought robots were supposed to be like heretic. Maybe it's not AI, but it have to be AI. Because I know AI is apparently like a big no-no. Oh, rattling. Rattlings. I thought rattlings were an old sort of thing. I don't know about their involvement. I can't read through this bloody thing. Pius Vaughn, Missionary Zealot. That's cool. Tedious the Purifier, Ministorum Priest. Rain and Rouse, Rattling Twins. Yeah, this Imperial Robot thing. Dayak, Grek, Kroot, Tracker, Kroot, the Kroot. Amelian Shadow Guide. Azuriani. Okay, yeah, isn't there something called the Asurian or something? Azuriani Ranger. Espern Locanto, Imperial Navigator. Oh, they're the guys with the third eye, right? They're the guys who see the Emperor's Astronomicon as sort of like a lighthouse in the warp. So they sort of keep track on where that is so that they know where they are in the warp. And you can't navigate the warp without having one of those guys. That's interesting. Because I didn't think they'd leave the ship. And yeah, the Jonas Drake. Not Jonas Drake, I guess. Janus Drake. Rogue Trader. Okay. Cool. Awesome. Yeah, let's get this thing open. Alright. I'm looking forward to this. This is awesome. Okay. So, look at the box now that I can... Yeah, the spindle drones. Servitors, not servitors, I don't know what they're called. Alright, and the group thing in the back. Alright, so, okay, awesome. So, right now I'm seeing red and dark grey and grey, or maybe they're both dark grey, maybe they're both the same grey. They're the same grey, I think. Why red though? Oh, I mean, they'd be the players, I'm guessing. But is it a type of... I remember with Hero Quest, way back when I was a kid, they had the heroes were red as well. So I'm guessing it's probably, if you're not going to paint them, you still want it to be defined on the board. So that's probably why this is red. It's probably not some special resin or plastic or whatever. But man, are they intricate! That is so cool. I'll get this. Hopefully this focuses in. They've got such detail on them now, like, look at the amount of detail in that. Because I mean, obviously they're using, 3D modeling and stuff now, not the back in the 80s and 90s miniatures, like the eyes would be freaking like, they'd obviously they must be using like, look at, I can get in the camera. That, the detail on that, and on all of these things. But they must be using like, what would it be, like ZBrush or something? Some 3D program for sculpting and modeling. My 3D experience stops at like Maya 3 or something, you know, like ages ago, you know, learning Boolean curves and all the wondrous stuff like that. But yeah, okay. So these, got a look at my eyes. Oh, these are all sort of like push. I've seen in some of these painting videos, some of these models which don't require glue, which is good actually, because I just realized I don't have glue. So hopefully they don't require glue. You know, otherwise I'll have to buy glue. So, but yeah, that's heroes. What have we got? We got this one, whatever this one is. Focus in. Focus in. Old phone. You're not that old. Come on. That's a. Oh, this would be the Chaos Space Marine. They tend to have a lot of fur and yeah, skulls, flaming skulls and things. So that's pretty cool. Got all these guys. Don't know what they are. I mean, they'd be all the guardsmen, try to guardsmen and things. Oh, okay. Get some sort of I can't remember what was in the box. I'll find out as I go. All right. Awesome. And the last one. A lot of chaos sort of iconography, flamers and things. Awesome. Although those sort of robot things. Oh well. Wicked. Okay, so what's this? It's damaged or slightly damaged. Oh, it's like some divider or something. All right. See, this is the difference between Games Workshop and other places. Like, this is a divider. Like, other places would have just some foam thing. Like, Games Workshop actually print out this cool, and they don't even give a fuck if it gets damaged either, because I mean, obviously it's just a protector to guard it through that. But they're just like, yep, this is how we roll. We'll print out this awesome quality poster and we'll just fucking use it as a safeguard. Wicked. Thick card too. Well, it's not thick card, but it's thick paper. Right, so these are all those freaking countless cards that apparently come with this. I am stunned by how much this comes with. I have no idea what it's going to be all about. This next video is probably going to be like 2 months away, by the way. Because I have no idea how long it's going to take me to get through all this stuff. I'll open these up in just a sec. I'm really kind of paranoid about breaking these things now because they're really delicate. I'll take a look at each one individually and sort of try to guess at what they are before I actually find out what they are. The dice, the plethora of malted basket dice, and some of them blank. I don't know what that one is. A standard D6, but all these odd looking things, no idea. Got see this grey ones here are blank on 4 sides. I don't know what. I can't even comprehend this. They got bases. Imagining it more. I don't know why those two are separate from these ones. Maybe they're different size. No, I don't think so. Same size. Don't know why they'd be separate. Maybe they realize they only put a certain amount. Yeah, because there's different size ones in here. There's big ones and smaller ones. So maybe they just realized they didn't put enough in the bag, and I don't know. I'll find out. Oh, unless they're just spare ones. What's this? No idea. Like, oh, just carry pouches. Oh, no, they're probably full of the cards and stuff. Well, that's cool. There's more cards. And these will be the actual character reference cards. Initiative. Ah, okay, so that's all action cards. No idea. Blackstone Fortress, sample chapter. Oh, this is like a book or something. Oh, cool. So, okay, I'll give that a read. And, alright, I'll do a reaction, well, not a reaction, but I'll do a review of the sample chapter of Blackstone Fortress by Darius Hinks. Very cool. Hopefully that sets the, well, I imagine it will set the stage for this. This better not be more cards, seriously, like Blackstone Fortress. Oh, Hidden Vault envelope. Do not open until the Hidden Vault quest has been... That's cool. That's cool. That's really cool. Okay, my anticipation, my appreciation of this has accelerated. Yeah, the rules. Okay, yeah, my next video is going to be months away. Like, I have to read. This is insane. Oh, I suppose it's all the painting guides and shit as well. So yeah, okay, all right. I have no idea what to expect with this. I'm looking forward to it though. Get the nice shot of all this. Set it out properly. I'll do some B-roll footage with the iPhone, the proper iPhone 13, and lay it out and do some proper shots, and I'll set it all up beside me or something. I don't know. But here's the board, and the board is thick and proper cardboard, and that's really cool. I mean, I suppose it'd have to be, wouldn't it? But for some reason, I'm expecting far less. I don't know. Maybe the current era of capitalism has just greatly tainted my hopes. So, alright, so I'll open that up. Yeah, okay, let's roll. And these are all just sort of, I guess, like, probably dice for the, no, well, that's the dice bag there. These are just extra dice, extra card bags or something. I'm sure all of you gamers, tabletop gamers, use these by the absolute buckload and will know exactly what they are, but I have no freaking idea. Alright, I'll put those aside. Now I get to look at the seat. Games Workshop, man. Even the edge of the box, even that's got awesome detail on it. How cool is that? It's a spindle drum. Awesome. Yeah. I'm in. Okay. So, alright. Let's get this shit open. I will move these aside and I'll open the board first, which is probably a mistake because that's going to take up the most space, but I'm daring like that. If you see a little moth flying around, ignore it. These ridiculous wool carpets, which is why I use all these rugs, because I hate walking on them, and these little moths just eat the shit out of it. But settle that aside. Hopefully don't break it. I am really paranoid about breaking that stuff because that is really flimsy. Really, that's the problem with high detail, right? It's high flims. Okay. Oh, it's multiple. Oh, okay, it's all press button stuff. Right. Oh, these are the tokens and things. Okay, right. So that's cool. That's good. That's good quality. Really good quality. Thick cards and stuff. Oh, what are these? Are these ships? Support ship. Wait. What? Support. See, these are ships. And it's all coming out now. Facilities. Okay, I have no idea what the hell I'm looking at. Long hauler, traveler, facilities. Yeah, my expectations have gone out the door. I have no idea. Like that's obviously an I keep forgetting to show my camera on it. That's obviously an Eldari vessel. That's obviously something. Not Imperial, I mean. Okay. Find the isolated challenge card, resolved the challenge using this explorer. If the challenge is resolved, okay, I have no idea what that means. Can't even begin to guess. Target illuminator. Once per expedition, an explorer can take a target tracking action. Alright. What does that have to do with ships? No idea. I'm guessing this is a ruler kind of thing, or a line of sight sort of director. Set that over there. Okay, so are these all separate? So yeah, they're all separate. So I wonder if you can make it up different each time. Oh, okay, because you're exploring this thing. So you're probably going to roll dice or pull a card, actually probably pull a card to lay down the next floor piece. So that way it's new every single time. So it's like a procedurally generated board game. That's cool. I like this. No idea what this is. That's probably like the side, something to the side that you put cards and stuff on, or tokens or whatever. Get to all that. Again, this first video is going to be just me guessing. I'll actually know for the next video. These are obviously the hexagonal floor pieces and things. That's really interesting. Oh, nice. Yeah, nice copy. All right. Yeah. Yeah. All right. That's really interesting. Oh, is that okay? They fold in. Right. This is really cool. I'm not a board game player. The only board game, like we used to do playtesting for certain mechanics and stuff in games development. You'd paper tests and things like that. But actual board games, the only one that I actually really got into was Axis and Allies, and we played the fuck out of that. We from teenage all through 20s. We would have these late night drunken sessions to like daybreak playing this damn game. We played it so hard that we got it to the stage where you could not do anything else. We knew every single possibility that you could achieve. Anyway, we played the absolute shit out of it. I won't go into it any more than that, but that's the last board game I played, and so I have no idea. Like I don't know if probably a whole multitude of other games do it this way. Procedural, I'm just calling procedural boards, but yeah, this is all new to me. So you're gonna see me float around in my naive wonder. Okay, so I've just noticed since I'm opening up the board here, all the different components and parts, that they've got little half tiles, full tiles, long tiles, like I guess corridors, and you know, 3 sort of conjunction points and stuff, and the big main sort of base tiles. But what I've also noticed is that they're double-sided with a completely different aesthetic to them, and that's awesome. So I'm wondering if that is a different. These are both multiple types of rooms. Like maybe you roll or pull a card to pick which room, well, which sort of style of room you come out with, and maybe one of them's the ship. There was mention of a ship in the cards and things. Okay, that's different too. So that's a different. See, this is really cool, man. I'm really looking forward to this. No idea when I'll be able to do it, but I'm really looking forward to it. Anyway, I just wanted to point that out. Awesome artwork, man. Really cool. Just great. Alright, I'm going to crack open these cards and figure out what the hell is going on here. I will not figure it out. Okay, so I'm not cracking that open. That's that story thing. Alright, so I'll start with these little things. I'll start with these little things here. The initiative cards, which I'm guessing is one for each character. Open that up. Okay, so these are the initiative cards. And, okay, so they're not for the characters. Hostile group, initiative, hostile group, Okay, so they're not for the characters at all. Or maybe they are for the characters. And for... Yeah, okay, so they are for the characters. There's that bot thing, but it doesn't do anything else. Okay, so this must... Maybe this tells you, like, when it's someone's turn. Or maybe it's like a... If an event happens, you pull an initiative card, or you spend an initiative card, and that whoever you pull ends up getting the initiative. Sort of like on putting them on Overwatch or something. But you could pull a hostile group, and whoever is present, 4 of them get to fire first or move first or something. Maybe that's how it works. Put that aside. Okay, this will be the character. Oh, Chaos Lord. Okay, so he gets a. Of course he gets a character card. Okay, open this up. I bought this like about 3 weeks ago, but I just haven't had any time to do this, so I'm finally getting to do this. Okay, so Obsidian Malix, he's the Chaos Lord. Weapons, yes, okay, so this is just the reference card, his range, his dice, whatever those weird dice are. Plasma Pistol, Thunder Hammer. No defense roll can be made against a Thunder Hammer attack. Well, okay. So don't let him get to melee then. Melee. Sneak, 1/3, sneak, hidden. Okay, interesting. Chaos Space Marine, okay, so standard. And the characters. So, Amelin, Shadow Guide. So I'm guessing these are token places here. Maybe you get to choose certain weapons you take in or something. Probably not. But probably maybe afflictions or buffs maybe. I'm thinking in a computer game sense, so maybe not. But that's how foreign I am to board games. I have no idea what they're like now. Alright, cool. Alright, so yeah, so 1 for each character. Great card, quality. Oh, I'm really happy with the quality here, because it's not cheap, but you see where the money goes. Like, it's good. Like, not left feeling shafted at all. So that's cool. Alright, set those aside. What's this? Hospital and Med Pack. Okay, so this is like equipment or something. This is like equipment that you can take with you, or it's a hell of a lot of it though. So, alright, so are they all med packs? They're not all med packs, no, surely not. Alright, so Hospital and Med Pack. Discard this card in the recovery step or event phase to remove all wound counters. Oh, that's what those places are. The wound from this explorer or an explorer in the same hex as an. Oh, that's cool. Same adjacent hex to the explorer. So yeah, confirmed. You do play with multiple at the same time. Bionic muscle fibers. Add 1 to this explorer's move value. Right, okay. I'm curious as to when these are awarded, or whether you choose them. I recognize that. Prospects. Exhaust this card instead of drawing a discovery card for this explorer. Deal out the top 6 cards of the discovery deck, look at them, give 1 to this explorer, and shuffle the other 5 back into the... Okay. I will get to that after I figure out how I'm doing. But there's a hell of a lot of these. So I don't know if you randomly pick them and they become your traits at the beginning, or you, yeah, no idea. Okay, other thing. Is it the same type of thing? Alright, open it up. Art on the back of these cards looks distinctly chaosy, so I'm guessing this might be the equipment pack for the bad guys. Okay, Architect. So this is the stuff that you sort of discover. Okay, no words on it. It says 1 though. 1, 2. Okay, so yeah, so you sort of draw these out to find out what you've discovered or something. Clue. Oh, okay, different backgrounds on them. So these would be sort of environmental, whereas the others might be countdown. Yeah, okay, so the black sort of backing, these skull things are probably like events, whereas that is environmental. And then the other guys are like the bad guy, stronghold. Okay, I don't know what that might be, but I was thinking that might be like enemy actions or something, but yeah, who knows. It's all exciting, all very exciting. What else was there? There was there's more cards. That's right. Of course, there's more cards. There's absolutely shitloads of cards in this game. I'm astounded by the amount of cards that there are in this game. Is this what you guys do? Just cards? Do you guys have you like Warhammer purists? Do you have just card decks of, like whole folders worth of just different trait cards? And I know you got that for dice, because you've all got like these are my first dice, believe it or not. I've never owned dice before. Probably have, but you guys, I know you've got like whole backpacks full of like dice with whole different assorted pockets and all sorts of shit. Okay, so encounter. Okay, an encounter card. Right. So you sort of pull one of these and you go, I've gotten Obsidious Malix. And he's got 2 Chaos Space Marines and 1 Rogue Psyker. 2, 3. Okay, so you roll to see what you get. Oh, okay, right. So that's how you sort of lay down the floor plan somehow, and then you roll to see what you get. You probably roll to find out whether you actually have an encounter, and then you roll to see or you pull this out, one of these cards, to see what that is. Okay, cool. That makes sense. I still don't understand where you actually place them, but I suppose there'll be limited options, so it'll probably speak for itself. Combat. Everyone's favorite stage. Okay, so combat, you get into combat and you draw a card and what? And nothing's exploration. Okay, so I have no idea. Maybe you draw it from... Okay, so it must be this way. You set it this way. Exploration, you draw a card. Challenge, masterful defense. Only the toughest of explorers can seize this prize. Deal out 1 discovery card for each explorer and place them face up in a row in leader order. Each explorer can attempt to take one of the cards. In order to take an architect card, the explorer must make a number of different... See, I'm not going to make the second video for a year, man. Like, this is a university degree. I'm going from Axes and Allies, 10 years ago to this. Like, wish me luck, dude, because I'm screwed. Okay, I don't know what I've bitten off here. I'm also guessing now that it's probably going to be longer than an hour. I'm pretty confident that it's going to be longer than an hour. Probably 3 hours or something. So I definitely won't film the whole thing. Like, I'll probably do one turn, like I was saying before. This is crazy. I'll release both videos at the same time, so you're not having to wait literally 2 years before the... I'll probably be dead by the time they launch, but I'll get someone else to launch them. But you'll be alive, and you'll see it all in its glory at once. So of course there's multiple bloody rule books. Rules, surprisingly small amount of rules. Component, and they're very minimal. It's just talking about the miniatures setup. Okay, well, it goes through the setup and stuff. They're actually quite descriptive and well laid out. Again, I work in graphic design and stuff, so visual communication is pretty key to me. They've done this well. I mean, then I'll do a proper sort of review on the presentation and everything as I go, but there's a surprisingly little amount in here, which is good. For this type of stuff, keeping it simple is obviously the best approach. Combat. Read this when a combat occurs. Introduction. Oh, this is great, man. Look at the quality of this. So good. I mean, they could have... They're a bit thin and papery. I mean, I'm not complaining, you know, this is all you need, but I'm just thinking out loud, maybe it might be better to get some sort of binder, and maybe cut and put all these into a binder with separators. Okay, so yeah, so I'll go through all these in detail and talk about the next one. Data sheets. Is this just the paper version of the cards, or... Then again, those cards have like all the wounds and stuff on them, aren't they? So I'll go through all this, and again, I don't know how I'm gonna do the next video in terms of format or anything. Like I might just show myself putting the models together, but it's, you know, that's not really exciting. But I don't know, scraping off mold lines, that'll be riveting. Cool. Precipice. Read this when you return to Precipice. Okay, so... Alright, so I'm wondering if Precipice is either the ship name, and maybe it's a smash and grab, so you got to go get something and then come back. But who knows? Who knows? Introduction, like, what the hell? I have no idea what the hell what I'm doing. This is crazy. It's really cool. I'm very glad I don't have any idea, because I honestly have no concept of what to expect. And I'm really glad I got this one in particular, because I can't imagine... What am I saying? It's Games Workshop, of course they did. They're all this complex, right? They're all... The reason why I'm saying this though is because it's solo player, so it must be quite unique. I mean, maybe they have other solo play games. I don't know. I sort of came to this one and just sort of stopped dead because I saw the models and realized that I could use them. So what's this one? Background, the story of, like, oh cool. Okay, this is like a lore thing. Oh, very cool. Okay, so that's another one I'll review next video. I won't look any more into that. Blackstone Fortress. Oh, that's not the... No glue required. There you go. Right there. No glue required. I'm gold. I already spent way too much on model snips in anticipation for this. I bought like bloody $40 pair, which is ludicrous, I know. I'm just like that. I always like to... I buy very little, and I don't have much to buy it with, but when I do, I try to buy the best I can. But $40 model snips is ludicrous. Like, these sort of Tamiya ones. I don't know why I did it. But, okay, yeah. So this is obviously just the instruction book to put in this stuff together, which is awesome. Paint schemes. I'll be ignoring those because I'll be doing my own. Bases. I'll check out these 2 extra bases. I don't know what that is, and I'll check out these dice. My first dice. Okay, so you got this little what are these, a D6 or D4? No, I don't know, dice. D8? 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. D8. What happens if you land on a blank? I guess nothing happens. This would be a D, what, 10, 12? I have no idea. Well, that's a D20, D8, D20, there you go. D4 with arrows. I will black dice and white dice. There's obviously significance there, but I don't yet know what it is and cannot conceptualize. So yeah, okay. Here it is, all in its magnificence. Laid out. Hopefully it won't damage these. But yeah, so it's all the sprues, the booklets, the fucking cards. Holy shit. The bases, dice, and the boards on this awesome thing here. This do not open until you final hidden vault envelope. That's really cool. That's got me thinking. And the story and the random black bags and all the really cool quality board pieces which I fell apart in my hand before. It's really thick, nice. I mean, it's board game thickness, obviously. Again, board game noob here. I get impressed by the simplest things. So yeah, okay. I guess I'll leave it there. I'll wish me luck. I will absolutely need it. I have no idea when I will launch. When I'll do this, launch the next one. I don't know if this is going to be enough space. I mean, yeah, it looks like it. I'll like, because when you look at it doesn't seem to spread out all that much, because those miniatures obviously aren't big. So yeah, so I'll probably just set it up just like I've got it here and just do it right here, and maybe angle the camera down a bit more, and yeah, like, shit. No idea. I'll see you when I do. Thanks. Oh, if you... I don't really care about this channel because this is my secunda channel. My main channel is called An Altered Aspect. That's one where I actually script videos and think about... I do sort of essays, I guess, on life in the world and, you know, all that shit. I've only got 3 videos up there now. There used to be a lot more, but I took them down because I rejigged my style. And those videos are scripted. They're a lot more heavily produced. This obviously isn't scripted at all. And so if you could go over, and I'll link it in the description. If you could go over and check that out, that'd be awesome. Yeah, if you could check out my other channel, if that interests you, you know, do the like, subscribe, all that type of thing. This channel, again, just a sort of a throwaway channel. I just want to do little non-scripted things where I explore cultural whatevers. So yeah, I hope this interests you. You'll get to watch me stumble through this freaking monstrosity. And hope you enjoy your week.